I'm Cassandra, the Museum Educator here at Transcona Museum this summer. We're doing our Craft With Us Live in a bit of a different area. We're doing it back in the back gallery. It's STEM week and we're going to be making DIY robot hands. So Jenna's going to turn the camera around and get it as it mounted and we're going to get started.
And as always, my name is Jen and I'm running the behind the scenes tech here for our Craft With Us Live. So if you have any questions or comments, I will be monitoring on the Facebook and I will relay that information to Cassandra. And now, over to you.
Hi everyone. So we're going to be making these robot hands. So what you're going to need is actually really simple. It's just some construction paper, 2 pieces if it's this thin construction paper, but if you have a thicker cardstock, you can just use 1 piece. You're also going to need some paper straws, some craft sticks or popsicle sticks, some string. Just make sure whatever string you pick will fit, 5 pieces will fit through the straw. And you're also going to need glue or tape or hot glue. It's sort of up to you. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to trace your hand on each of these 2 pieces. If you trace your hand this way instead of vertically, you can actually get 2 handprints on the same piece of paper. And then after you cut them out, you'll have 2 pieces. When you're tracing your hand, though, I'm just going to do this quick. Before you cut out your hand, you're going to just quickly mark where your joints in your hand are on each finger. I would recommend not doing this with Sharpie. I'm just doing that so you guys can see. And then you're going to extend that line just so it's right across the finger. And then you'll cut these out. Once it's cut out, it'll look like this. So if you do have this thinner construction paper, you're going to need to glue these together. I used hot glue for this one. It just sort of adds another layer of stability to the hand. I did a bit of trial and error with this one, so this was my first model, and I only did it with 1 piece of this construction paper. So
Just a quick question, is it better to trace your hand kind of more closed or wider apart, like your fingers?
I tried it both ways. It just sort of depends which way you want your fingers to fold at the very end.
Okay.
So if you trace it more up and down like this, the fingers will fold down straighter. If you trace it more spread apart, it'll come in diagonally.
Awesome.
So yeah, so you're just gluing it together just to give it a little bit more stability. This was my first one and I didn't add anything to it, and it's very floppy. And it doesn't move as nicely. This was my second one and it actually moves a lot better. It's the 2 pieces hot glued together. So it took a bit of trial and error. So once you have them glued together like this, again, you can use hot glue. That's what I used just because of time. You can also use white craft glue. It gives the same kind of body, it just takes longer to dry. And I would recommend, because this warped a bit with the white glue, so I would recommend putting a book or something heavy on it to let it dry. So once you have it cut out and glued together, if you have that, if you need to glue it together, you're going to, I didn't put my joint lines on here. So you're gonna trace where you think, about where the bones would be. So if your wrist bone is there, this is where all 5 lines are from each. This is where the lines from each finger are going to come together. So with this, you're sort of mimicking how a hand works. So and it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just to give you a guide later on. So then you're going to fold your hand at each line and also where your finger attaches to your hand. We didn't put a line there, but you need to fold that as well. And then once you have those folded, then you're going to attach the bones to your hand. So you're going to use little paper straws or plastic straws. I wouldn't use the bigger milkshake straws just because that'll get too clunky and it won't work properly. You can attach these using hot glue, or you can attach them using just tape. I don't think the craft glue would dry quickly enough for it to work properly. So what you're going to do is cut pieces of straws so that they'll fit on each bended piece of the hand, and then you'll glue them onto the hand on this line. So I'm just going to demonstrate this one. You're also going to want to leave lots of space so that when this bends, the 2 ends of the straws don't hit each other, or that'll mess up how it moves too. So some of these have to be quite small. So then you would attach this to this top one, this to this middle one, this to the bone, that would be your bone right here. And then this is just to mimic your wrist bone here. You can attach it using tape or hot glue, or you can try white glue. I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're using plastic straws. It's just not going to hold very well. Once you're done putting your straw bones on your hand, it'll look like this. I've also glued popsicle sticks to the back of the hand, just in order to stabilize the hand a little bit more, and give you a handle so you can hold on to it while you're using it. So once you have this done, now you're going to add what's acting as the muscle in the hand. So you're going to cut string to be threaded through these bones. So you're just going to measure how much string it'll take, and then to go through all of the bones, wrap around the tip of the back of the finger, and go out the bottom. Oh, sorry. And then it's sort of up to you to decide how much of a tail you want on it. And then in order to get it through the straws with this, it's a little bit of a thicker string, so it's a little bit easier. With these ones, they were a lighter string, so what I did was I just unfolded a paper clip and then looped the string on and then just threaded it straight up. So it made it a lot easier. It's sort of acting as a needle. This one I might be able to wriggle it up through on its own, just because it's a little bit stiffer. You can use any kind of string. I wouldn't recommend using string that's too thin. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. So I'm going back to my standby. So you just loop it about halfway so it won't fall off on the end of the hook end of the paper clip and feed it through. And then once you get it through all of these bones and up at the top, you're just going to tape it to the back of the finger. And you're going to repeat that for each of these. And then you'll end up with something looking a little like this. What I did was, just so I could keep straight which finger I was moving, I just put a little bit of tape and a number, so then I know which one to pull depending on what finger I want to move. And yeah, that is our DIY robot hand. So don't forget to join us next week. It's gardening week, so Wednesday is going to be DIY flower pot wind chimes. And then Friday we're gonna make little greenhouses together. I actually have some example ones upstairs, so I'm excited to show you guys. All right, have a good weekend.